Well, good morning and welcome to Jay and Laura TV. We are Jay and Laura. We are coming to you from what? Yep, you guessed it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful downtown Elma Audio Foundry Studios. Another beautiful sunshiny day.
That's right. And we're here for your life, your marriage, and your family. And we're going to start off with real life because it is June here in Michigan. And
I think
with
it's
that,
June everywhere.
Oh, that's right.
Not just in Michigan, it's June
Hopefully
everywhere.
it's June where you are too, but it's June and it's allergy season, which I battle allergies every spring. Every spring I battle them, and I battle them with essential oils, and they work really, really good. But here's the deal. There's one type of allergy, and it's just a very short season, but it's grass pollen. I can't find anything to help me with grass pollen. My eyes get itchy.
He's a disaster.
And my nose, my head explodes. And for a golfer, that's like the worst. And so Memorial Day weekend, we were out all day Saturday, out all day Sunday, and I got up to play golf on Monday with some of my friends. And I'm telling you what, my head felt like it was about this big. And I'm doing everything I know to cure the allergies. But there is, hate to say it, there is bodily fluids coming out of every orifice of my face. It was just disgusting. So we get to the golf course, and the guy, I'm grossing out the guys that we're golfing with, okay?
And one's a doctor, and he's getting grossed out.
And he's getting grossed out. That's
bad.
how bad it is. Get to the 8th hole, and I couldn't take it anymore. I literally tossed my cookies from all of the drainage. And so on the 9th hole, I said to them, guys, I'm not going to be able to play anymore. First time in my life I've ever had to quit golfing because of an injury or illness or whatever.
My word,
it was
that's
awful.
How bad it was.
Absolutely awful.
I had to quit golfing.
But I think we're past it. I think we're going to get better. It's going to be wonderful. But that's real life
but
with
hey,
Jay
if
and
you
Laura.
do want to check out essential oils, just Facebook us and we'll tell you all about them because they do work really nice and it's not putting pills in your liver.
Right,
but
chemicals, no chemicals.
Hey, we get lots of questions from Facebook viewers, some of our fans, in our email, always asking about why are men and women so different emotionally. Here's the typical scenario. Women think their husbands don't have any emotions at all except maybe anger, and women and men think their wives have way too many emotions. And so when we talk about emotional intimacy, what we're talking about is trying to understand and realizing the fact that men and women express their emotions very differently. And sometimes you can generalize it to men and women, but like I'm really the much more even-keeled person in our family where he's like the Energizer Bunny. But there are times that I am more emotional now that I'm 40. You know, actually I'm 50. Just lost those 10 years really quickly.
50's the new 40, isn't it? Well, here, let me just explain it this way. Laura and I have discovered something that really I think is true for most individuals. Now, there's going to be a small percentage that this isn't true for, but guys, you need to understand this. Women attach an emotion to everything. Everything. They have a feeling about what they're wearing. They have a feeling about what they're going to eat for lunch. They attach emotions to everything. And ladies, here's what you need to understand about your guy. Men don't feel all the time. But when they feel deeply. Okay? They feel very, very deeply. All you have to do is go to a sporting event and see a fan at a sporting event. When they score a touchdown, when his team scores a touchdown, whoa, he's going crazy. That's why also when a man gets angry, he's usually very, very angry. And there's a reason for that. So guys, here's what you need to do. You need to understand that your wife is going to feel all the time. So accept those feelings, understand those feelings. She's not going to ask you to feel that way, but let her feel about everything. And ladies, when your husband is expressing an emotion, you need to understand that there's something very deep involved at that point, and you need to get to the root of that problem.
So here's the question of the day. How happy are you?
Well, I'm pretty happy today.
How happy are you? And you know what? Here's what surveys are showing is that how happy you are depends on whether you're married or not. The UK has done some surveys of over 165,000 people and have found this fact. I just thought this was very interesting when I was reading it on Twitter, and I'm sorry I can't even tell you where I found it, but I found it on Twitter. It's an article on Twitter that the UK did this survey and found that for those 165,000 people, being married contributed to their happiness 20 times more than what they earned and 13 times more whether they lived in a house or not, whether they owned their own home. So I was like, that's really intriguing, your earnings and your house, but being married contributed to their happiness much more than that. And Duke and Michigan State University, Duke University and Michigan State University have also done some surveys on marriage and how marriage actually helps you live longer.
That's right.
And have found that people who are the happiest are those who are married and in long-term relationships, over and above those who are single, divorced, cohabitating, or widowed. So here's the deal. Even when you're experiencing that emotion, when he's all no emotions and she's all way out of craziness with emotions, realize that you're married. Therefore, you are on the upswing and happier, and you will live longer.
That's right.
Even though you may think you're going to kill that one, you will live longer because you're married.
That's right. Marriage is great for your health. So walk through the tough times, realizing that this relationship right here is really what God intended all of us to experience. Well, we're Jay and Laura LaFoon. We're coming to you from beautiful downtown Alma and Audio Foundry Studios, and we're here for your life, your marriage, and your family. And next week, we got a special guest.